35 minutes to go. And you saw Clint Bowyer.
When we talked about him being pretty neutral and loose on the racetrack, I think that also coming to pit road, he's pretty loose.
See the back of the car, it's the white line in the rear of the car. You can see before it ever got to this point.
Now he's on the brakes, folks. I mean, that's him on the brake pedal trying to slow the car down to come to pit road. That tells me they've got a lot of rear bias in the brakes, that when he got onto the brakes or the car's just that loose, it turns sideways.
Yeah, remember he missed pit road. Remember we had a shot of him earlier coming on the wrong side of the cone trying to get on pit road. So he's really working it, trying to figure it out.
So that is what the teams have available to them for pit road speeds in each segment. Now that was on display at the NASCAR hauler, and now it's provided to the teams for their laptops as part of the data feed from NASCAR. Red is speeding. All those red boxes would have been penalties had they happened in the race. And of course it's pit road speed plus 5 miles an hour tolerance. And you say, well, why don't they just increase the pit road speed 5 miles an hour? Well, because, you know, they want to relate it to real world conditions. And usually when you're on the highway, are you going to get stopped by that radar cop? Usually you've got about a 5 mile an hour tolerance or so.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's kind of confusing to me as well. 49.9, you're safe. 50.1, you're over.
You know, guys, last week at Talladega, we had something that I never remember happening. Pit road speed advertised at Talladega was 55. There was one segment on one pit stop. Ricky Stenhouse was 60.0000. Tie goes to the runner. They did not penalize Stenhouse in that segment.
Let's check with that.
Mike, Joey Logano working the high side, spotter tabloid, giving him information as far as where the other fast cars are running, how high up the racetrack, and he's right in that zip code of where they're running. His car, like everyone else in the garage here, though, definitely on the loose side, but he prefers a much more tighter feeling in a race car compared to his teammate and corporate teammate, the 2 and 21 of Keselowski and Blaney. We talk a lot about crew chiefs on vacation this week. We documented Todd Gordon out on the 22, Miles Stanley filling in that role, but on Sunday, last week it was Greg Irwin filling in on the box. He's not here this weekend simply because he has a family obligation. I believe his daughter would prefer he be at home for her prom than here at the racetrack.
Yeah, just noticing how creative they continue to get creative with these shields, these visors that these guys are all using. Look how far this, excuse me, comes down on the side right there. That's a different look than we've seen in the past, and trying to keep that sun out of the driver's eyes.
Yeah, but I just can't help but think when I look at that, yeah, it's going to help the sun, but it's really going to take your peripheral vision away at the same time.
I think that was the intent.
It's like blinders on a race
Just
course.
put some blinders on and keep getting it.
You saw him put his hand out the window, signaling to those cars that may be behind him that he's coming to pit road.
Question. Why, if the brakes are this good, why does everybody downshift coming into pit road, and even when you're going into the garage like this?
Well, it's just getting the practice because, you know, the brakes as well as matching those RPMs. You got to remember, you want to get down to second gear where your RPMs and your dash, all those, the lights start to add up. That's where your pit road speed is. That's how you measure it. So you want to use the rear, just like on a road course, you're braking and downshifting to help slow the car down. Those combination of things are going to help slow down the best. But also your goal here is you want to be in second gear and those lights all light up green or whatever your measurement tool is right when you get to that yellow line of pit road entry.
Now, Mike, if you grab second gear all at once, you might wheel hop. Right.